I'm back to FVRV TV. This is season 2, episode 35. Doing really well, yeah. Anyway, yeah. And today we're reviewing a series I'm a massive fan of. I think it's an amazing, brilliant series. I think it's written really well. Again, what about the series? It's just like it's like one of the biggest. I think it's like second or third is my that I got now. I think it's something like the second or I think it's like the third. I think it's like the second or the third biggest like series on Netflix. It's amazing. A series that I'm an absolute massive fan of it. I love it. I do. I think it's an amazing series. That's just because I'm a fan of it, obviously. But yeah, again, I love it. It's amazing. But obviously, we'll get onto it now. So yeah, and today we're reviewing. Obviously, again, okay, obviously, okay. Okay, okay, and obviously today we're reviewing a series. Obviously, and today we're reviewing Cabra Kai again. You all probably know the series. The name, obviously, there's a lot of actors. Peyton Royce, she's in it. Peyton List, what's his name? Peyton List, she's in it. Again, you know, if you've ever seen like karate, if you've ever I think you remember if you've ever seen Karate Kid and all that, it kind of ties with that. So again, you know about it, like, oh yeah, that's Johnny Lawrence, that's him. That, you know, it's like, it gets to you. Oh yeah, that's that person. You know it is. Obviously, Cabra Kai obviously ran from 2018 to 2025 because obviously, as you all probably know, 2025 was like was final season of it, so I think I was one. Like, I actually watched it, by the way. I mean, wow, I still think it's like, wow, they really went the mark, they really went far. Obviously, yeah, obviously, it ran for 6 seasons. So again, if you haven't watched it, when you watch it, you'll have to watch like the first season, second season. I think I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was watching that. No, but I think if you also watch it, it's about 6 seasons. About 6 seasons of it. So again, you'll have loads of times it's catch up and all. You get really good, all these characters, really good people. Oh, amazing! Now, obviously, yeah. Obviously, I think okay. I'll go for obviously. So good to know that. Obviously, genre of the series obviously is martial arts. Obviously, martial arts, comedy, teen drama because it's based on that as well, and obviously, I think athletic and right, not amazing, and obviously, teen dramas, obviously. I mean, teen dramas and I think. Also, acting pause. I can't. You know, you can read it right. It's weird because I'm not everything down. Obviously, teen drama and action as well, and obviously many other genres. But that's the main genres you can get into. That's what it is about. Obviously we'll go through directed it and stuff like that. Obviously, directed by Jon. I might butcher this director's name now. I think it's obviously okay. Obviously directed by Jon Hurwitz. Or Hurts. It's like Z, you know. So obviously, this by Jon Hurwitz, or I think so. Yeah, Jon Hurwitz of Hayden, Sandberg, Joel, Nava, Josh, Healed. Healed. Yeah, but Healed. Obviously, and also directed by Jessica, they're all directors. And I think these are directors, but there's a lot of directors. So obviously, Jennifer Celotta, right, Stephen K. Right, not amazing. Was it? Okay, okay, that's it. Stephen K. Nice. Obviously. Stephen K. Tschida, I think that's him. Yeah. I might put his name. Obviously, give the writers. I think I was okay. Obviously, writers are Josh, Hild, or Jon Hurwitz, Robert Mark Kelman, Hayden Salzberg, obviously Hayden Salzberg, Matthew Greene. What name? What name? Greene, like that. You see it. Obviously, Matthew Greene. Obviously, Michael John Smith. Again, what name? Michael John Smith. That's a name. Like, that's the name you'd have on like a birth skip, right? But underneath, it's like I think you'd have that in his like name, but like you don't come up with that's his like birth. Oh God, Lord. So I just thought it funny. So I thought it was quite funny that person. So laughing at it. Good name. Look at name, person. Okay. Right, obviously we're getting to the obviously getting to the story now. Sorry about the series anyway. Obviously story, decades after the decades after the prior. Okay, obviously after. Okay, obviously decades after a prior 1984 all Hill Valley tournament. Obviously a middle-aged Daniel LaRusso obviously owns the car owns a car named Russo, obviously because LaRusso obviously the car name. Obviously he owns like a showroom, like I think it's like California. I think it's something like California. I think. Listen, I never actually know who it was. I think it was some like San Diego or California. I think I don't say like I think it's like some. And listen, okay, listen, I know. Listen, you know. Okay. So if me honest, I really don't know where that place actually is. You know, I think it might be California or someplace like that because I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong, but I think it might be there. I'm not. I don't know because it does look similar to it. You know. Anyway. Tournament. Tournament belt. The middle-aged Daniel LaRusso and Jon Lawrence. So I think Jon Lawrence at this time. Obviously, he's also got. He's got kids. Yeah, I think not Daniel LaRusso. Daniel LaRusso's got. He's got a wife. He's got a son, daughter. He's done with all that because but. So he also got Jon Lawrence, obviously, who was the other end of that match. Obviously, he lost it, and obviously, he kind of had a really bad fun out with his coach, really, and his coach really, he probably went nuts on like so on and so on, and I was like, whoa, like this guy is, I don't say unstable, but a little bit like that. I was like, okay, this guy's a little bit, you don't go near, right? You train, but you can't do it because, anyway, I'm not gonna go with that, but yeah. Quite interesting. Anyway, finds himself oh my, not great ears, but my shots, but it's because I haven't glasses, I can't. I'm see it. I can read that, but you know, finds herself a martial arts martial arts ritual again 30 years after the confrontation of the All Hill Valley karate tournament. Johnny Lawrence is obviously I think Jon Lawrence is at rock bottom and unemployed. Basically, he's got a job. Basically, he's unemployed, got no job, which is not a great look for him. Really, I mean, it's not like a great look. But handyman, haunted by his wasted life, home where Johnny Lawrence records. Let's see. Obviously, race. Is it race? Is that race? I see. Obviously, races. I see. Obviously, when Johnny Lawrence reconciles, but obviously reconciles or something. Now I think what I actually love about this is right. I think the story of it is really interesting because again, you've got a really good interesting vibe because you got what actually we were about to say, but I'm massive fan. I'm massive. I'm a massive fan of it. I love what series. I think when it was on, it was really good. Netflix, obviously, I think I was one. Also, I'm going to mention at the end, obviously, let's go on to review part. I think you want to watch I think also. I think also if you want to go and watch Cabra Kai, it is still available on Netflix. Not still, think it's not gone off yet, but okay, I was not gone off yet because I was on both. One. Obviously, think that's right. You can never see a series, and you're just watching it as you were. It's still available, and it's still available. It is still available on net. Not still, something else. Not still gone now. Okay, it's not still gone now, but again, not still gone now. But I think so. Okay, that's okay. I was not still God. Okay. I was not still now. Obviously, you want to watch. Obviously, Cabra Kai. It's still available on Netflix now. To go and watch. If you want to watch it, I'd recommend watch because again, amazing series. Really good series. Again, I'm a fan of it. You love it. You go, wow, really good. Getting to the review part now, but that's just, again, really good. Obviously. But listen, in my opinion, I think, this series is really good and interesting because, again, what I generally love about the series, right? The story of it is quite interesting, good, because I think some parts of it are some parts of it are quite, not dark and gone, but some parts of it are quite grim, dark, and okay, so it's a bit, a bit like, oh my God, it's a bit much sin. But then, you watch, oh my God, and then obviously you kind of get to know, get to know the characters, kind of backstory. You're like, oh, I remember him from that film, and then you really get that. Obviously, you really get all that really. But like I said before, though, I think this series is again, it's one of the best series, not best series what's going on. I think it's a series that when I first watched it, it's like I've never seen Cabra Kai. It's about But then I was like, oh yeah, from like Karate Kid and Daniel. Yeah, I remember now because I remember not remember watching it. She's gone, but I remember watching it and a few years ago, I started to watch. Not a few years ago, I think it's a few years before I started watching. Oh yeah, Karate Kid, and then obviously I know because I'd watched Karate Kid films. Oh yeah, that's him, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's him. But yeah, no, it's a series that you go, oh, who's these characters? But again. That's what I really love about this, because this series goes right into, you can't get to know the characters, the story of this person, what he's been through, what I think, what Jon went through. Oh my God, his dad wasn't nice to him, his coach. Oh my God, I actually feel sorry. He had a really bad life. He's a bum now. He's got no job. He ends up finding this abandoned dojo in Hill Valley. He ends up finding this. Yeah, he ends up finding valley in I think he ends up finding this abandoned dojo, which was I think back in the day was obviously Cabra Kai was the same series. It was obviously Cabra Kai's. Obviously it was not more. I think Cabra Kai. Yeah. Also, I think this main place was actually the main dojo Cabra Kai used. Obviously in a film. So again, obviously that's the thing. So he just finds it, buys the thing. He goes, does it, and then he starts. He does I was really impressed to see him do that. It's like, okay, that's good. That he's obviously doing something that he wants to do. That's good. But that was but in my but in my opinion, I think the fact he does have some brilliant, but it is. But like I said before, I just think. The series is a series. I think they did a really good. They did a really well, not good gun, but they did a really good, interesting. They did a really good, interesting thing with this series because again, I think they made the storyline quite good, and interesting. You are rooting for him to do well, and you're kind of rooting for him to beat him, and then you're kind of rooting for Daniel LaRusso to beat him again. But again, obviously, then you're also rooting for Daniel LaRusso to do well because again, you've seen story. I think with Daniel LaRusso, we all know he did a good life, got kids, got a wife, and all that, whatever. And then with Jon Hurwitz, no, you can't root. I think you're rooting for Daniel because you're also rooting for him. You're also rooting for obviously people like Jon Hurwitz again. You kind of in story wow, he's been through a lot in his life, and it's like wow. You're really rooting for him more. I'm not rooting more. I think you're rooting both of them the same way because you are. I think. It's not saying what's going. I think you've ever watched it. Not what's going of it. Okay, I'm not what's going. I think whoever I think what series you are rooting for both really, but again, I think with Lawrence, it's like, you want him to do well. You want him to go and do well because he wants to, do it nice. Again, in my opinion, I think, the characters are really good, personally. So yeah, but listen, in my opinion, I think, I think the writers of the series did a really, really good job. Again, they did a really, really good job writing it down. I think the directors, again, my thing, did a really, really good job directing. Again, for Jon Hurwitz, again, brains. I think the series from like the second or third highest rated Netflix original show, because Netflix by the way, because they do us all the time, they're amazing. They do show off one. There's one called not Wednesday, but the Blowing Up There. That's someone I might do a review. I might do a review on Riverdale next time around, but I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. But obviously, yeah, but that's one I think I might do for like next season. But again, it's it's something that I really want to. But again, I'd love to do that because again, that's I think like Cabra Kai is similar to that. Not in saying I'm gonna, but it's the same thing. You go, I want to watch it now. I just love it. I'm sorry, I love it. It's amazing. Obviously, yeah, but obviously, in my opinion, what? Okay. Well, in my opinion, what I thought? I think there's moments in like the sea. I think not moments in this. I think it's not moments in this. I think there's moments in Cabra Kai, obviously, where you see John's go to his dad, and his dad like his dad like an almighty horrible. He's a bit not horrible god. I think like John is his character, not his character. I think John is his dad, not John. That's his own dad. I think like John is his dad or father. Obviously, he's like calling me now, and he's like you come back here and all that. And I like the fact that he goes, no, right, I'm getting out of here. I'm not asking with you ever again because I'm not. I like the fact he fights that on. He's like, you know what, the money you give me, I'm gonna use to buy Georgia. I'm gonna do well for myself. No, I'm gonna find a woman. I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna have kids and all that. And I like the fact that you got the story in it. I love the fact you had that because again, there's not many really after. I think that's been some series, but series one right now called Taboo, which is a bit. It's dark, but I'm gonna. I think there's 2 episodes left. I'm gonna be watching that. But yeah, that's quite interesting. But obviously, that's that. But yeah, that's quite interesting. I'll book that as well. But yeah, no, I think Cabra Kai, in my opinion, in my opinion, I think Cabra Kai is one of the best series I've ever watched in my life. Again, it's an amazing series. It's written really well, really good written because it is. I thought directed pretty well because again, I think the characters are really, good solid characters. I think the characters are really good, interesting characters. Are different, but in a way of like I think not different, but you know what I mean. Like they're different, but in a really good. And I think like they're different, but in a really good, interesting way. Because I think. In my opinion, I think the characters of Cabra Kai are good characters they are, but like some of them are good, but I think like some of the characters are quite interesting and good. I think there's other characters like I think there's other characters you meet in the series as well, like Tori Nichols, another character I can't remember their name now. Basically, I think it's like other characters like that in the series as well. Yeah, then obviously meet a lot of other characters really, which I can't remember. So you get to meet a lot of other characters, which obviously you guys go and watch and you can meet them. But again, that's the thing. This series, in my opinion, so in my opinion, I think the way the writers like written the characters were written. I thought the characters were written. Were written really good, well. For they done. I thought the fact that they written the characters like that good. Wow, the way they just done that, they've written about it. I love the fact they've written about the characters in that way, in the good way, and they've written them in an interesting way, but also in a good way as well. Well, obviously you got like the backstory and the actual that person. I'm sorry, but I actually love the way series has been written and done. I think they've done an absolutely outstanding, incredible job doing that. Directing, same thing, really outstanding, incredible to done that. I also think this series. Actually, I believe it's like the third or high. I think it's the second. I think it's like the second or third highest. I think it's like the third or second highest series on Netflix. Again, for it to be like up there, it has to be good because it has to be like Game of Thrones good. Because if it's not really there. It's you don't get the ring out. But yeah, obviously that's just. But Caleb, you're into like action. You're into like you're into like action TV series. Actually, yeah. I think honestly, you're into like action TV series, if you're into stuff like that, you're also into other great, series like that. Obviously into stuff like not Game of Thrones, obviously not Game of Thrones, not sort of Game of Thrones going on. But I think you go into stuff like sort of even to like action series and teen dramas and like into that genre. Obviously, this series is definitely for you. Obviously, you're not into drama, but you interact action TV series as you were. This series is definitely because it is. Again, in my opinion, this series deserves massive credit. In my opinion, this series is up there with some of the best, not best, but some of the, I can't say best goal. I think so. Not best. Okay, not best goal. I think, but if I was to put this series, if I was to rate, not rank goal. If I was to rank this this series, I would put the series. I'd probably put this series in either second or third, because again, you got other series like Riverdale, but again, that's because Riverdale's so good. So I feel like this is a bit like Riverdale, where it's quite good. But in my okay, so if I was to rate this now, I would probably give this series 25 out of. If I was to rate the series now, I would rate the series out of. I'd rate the series. I would rate the series. Not rate the series good, but if I was to give rating to the series, I'd give this rate the series not 20 good, but if I was to give rating to the series, I'd rate the series. I don't know, 90 out of 100 again. It's really good. It reminds me of Riverdale a lot, and I think, you know what, it'd be. I think if it was in a ranking of where it'd be, I'd probably put it either second or third. So again, it's not as good as the one, but it's not as good as the first, second one. It's not as good as the first one, but it's close, very, very, very close, and it's just that. I absolutely love it, and I think it's amazing. Honestly, off the par. So, so I'll go for you. And obviously, yeah. But obviously, yeah. I'll say that one. So I've done this for you, but I was saying that one. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. Okay, listen, listen, yeah. Listen, if you've got Netflix, you can go and watch on Netflix now, because I can watch it's available on Netflix watch. And also, obviously you're into series, I would seriously recommend you guys go and watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. In my opinion, I think, as I don't know you guys personally, but if I was, not if I was you gonna, but listen, guys, I don't know you personally, so I don't know what seasons, I don't know. But if you like a good series, a really good series to watch, this one's one I think I would recommend you guys go and watch. It really is that good. You watch it, you'll love it, you go, wow, really, really good series. And also go for the cast. Obviously, that's just the review part over. We'll get for the cast now. We'll go through that. Let's get the cast now. Obviously, cast of the series obviously are Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso, as you all know. Obviously, he played. Obviously, I think. Okay, there's one other. Not my thing on it, but listen, you don't know really my thing about. But okay, no matter. Do you want my thing? But listen, I don't know read my thing around my brain. In fact, he's still acting now, and he's still brilliant. It's not that he's all gone now. Okay, so not that he's old, not that. Okay, so not that he's an old man gone, not that gone, but okay, it's not the fact he's an old man gone, not that gone now. But it's not the fact Ralph Macchio, in fact, okay. So I think the really incredible thing about Ralph Macchio is the fact he came back to do this. You know, he came back after Cabra Kai, not Cabra Kai. He came back to do, not Cabra Kai. I think he came back to, obviously after he came back to doing this again. I like the fact that he did it again as well. Is that right? But despite his age, he's still that. There's not as it. Okay, let's want to say I didn't mean like he was not that gone up. But you know what I mean? Though? It's despite being, he's not obviously not young anymore, but he's still doing it now. It's what? Again, in my opinion, I think he did really well. Obviously, now obviously his name, I'll break it right. Okay, obviously William Sabah, not Sabah. Obviously William Sabara. Oh God, I think his name that. But Sabah his name. Obviously William Sabana. Obviously as Jon Hurwitz. Again, in my opinion, I think he played the character Jon Hurwitz really well. Again, played the character really good. Well, Okay, it's my opinion. I thought he played the character really well. I thought he did a really good job as his character. He played the character really well. He played him down to what he was in the film, but obviously he's like old. He's an adult now, and he's like, you know, different. But yeah, I feel. Now, his name. I think his name I'll probably butcher it. Yeah. Then obviously Courtney, Henggeler. Oh, that name does fit when I'm pronouncing. So. Oh, better. So you can go then as Courtney Henggeler as Armanda LaRusso. She plays the wife of Daniel LaRusso. If you haven't series. Right now, I think this name here, it's a bit weird to say. I'll try to say it best goes here. Xavier Mariduena. I think that's his name. Yeah. Obviously, okay, as Miguel Diaz. Obviously, I think Miguel Diaz. I think Miguel. Obviously, yeah, Miguel Diaz. Now, okay. I think those have watched or no series. He's basically Miguel Diaz. He's a character you meet like early on in season 1. In like the season, in like the series where he's so only the kid he meets like from like he's like a weak kid, he's not as strong as he were. But again, like I like the fact he grows, he gets strong, he gets like, and then he reads about it, and then he ends up being like a good guy as well. He ends up like, you know, becoming a person that isn't as bad. It's like, oh yeah, now look, there's I know with that. Right, okay. Oh, like this. I think okay, then obviously Tanner Bertrand. Oh yeah, no, I can't. Is it Blatchman? Yeah, I think his name's brother as well. Obviously Tanner Blatchman as Robert. Obviously, I saw that. I couldn't put his name about that. Obviously Tanner Blatchman as Robby Keane. Obviously Robby Keane is actually the son of obviously I think Robby Keane is actually the son of Daniel LaRusso, and Daniel LaRusso's son really he did stuff because again his dad's a bit of, well, that's what saying, it's a bit of a, he's dropped a like a debit basically, and no one like he's only respect like, yeah. Basically, like the mom hates him because like that's not that, but yeah. Then I've seen Mary Manso. So I'll see you. I'll show you. I'll see Robby Keane. Then I'll see Mary. I'll see Mary Manso as Samantha LaRusso. She's actually LaRusso. She's the daughter of Daniel LaRusso. So she's like his daughter really, and right, okay. That was Jacob, Bertrand, as obviously as you know, obviously, okay, obviously, okay, as Eli, obviously as Eli Hawk, Montez, obviously Montez, yeah, it's got Z in it, so it's like Montez. It's not Spanish. I think I don't know Jewish. I don't know, but I think it might be or something like that. Okay. And then obviously Giovanni LaRusso, obviously Delenzo, or I think that was obviously. Okay, as obviously Lorenzo, as Giovanni Lorenzo, as Dimitri Alex. Oh, my writing's not amazing, so I'm like, so Dimitri Alex. I think it's Perez, yeah, because I can make him right now. It's weird though. Obviously, that's that one, but that's that one. Does it say no? Better. Right. Martin Cove. Okay. Yeah, was it Martin Cove? That was Martin Cove as John Cleese. Obviously, everyone knows the character John Cleese. Basically, the point, if you've ever seen Karate Kid, where a bit where obviously young Johnny Lawrence obviously he's won like not one the main ones, but he's won Tom Gunn. He's won like a runs up thing basically, and basically he goes over boys and sorts and all that right, and then he basically he's got breaks trophy and he's like my trophy and basically he goes to threaten to get and basically okay, and then I think and then obviously I think in the moment there was a moment where basically well, so we're Mr. Miyagi or Pat or there's another actor who played him. I can't remember his name now. Basically, the actor is no longer with us. He's died. He died. The sign no longer with us. He's actually died. So sadly, no longer with us. He's actually died. Actually, he actually comes over right and just like he does thing on him on oh you know what it's honestly you just think what and he basically backs. So he's like okay I'll back down now yeah because like well okay. Obviously, run for the rest of it. We'll run for the rest of it now. Obviously, Vanessa Rubia as Carmen Diaz. Obviously, that is obviously Miguel's mum. Yeah, so that's her. Okay. Then obviously Peyton. Okay. Then obviously Peyton List. Obviously, she's obviously plays. I think she plays a main character. I think she plays a character you meet in like. I think you meet her in the second season of it. Yeah, she's a really good character. She's really good as well. Obviously, I think she plays Tori Nichols. Obviously, Tori Nichols' character, she has like a really a really interesting a really interesting sad not sad girl. She has like a really good and not just good enough, not good. I think she has like a really good, that's interesting like backstory. Obviously, I think at the time at that time, yeah, I think at the time, obviously, I think her mum's got cancer and all that. Really, it's quite nasty. She's almost got cancer. Oh, just thinking, yeah, all goes out. Oh, that's horrible. You know, she has cancer and all that. But as well as that, I also think she's also someone if she's also a good character. I think she's quite a good character because she's quite tough, strong. And I think that John Kreese kind of cares a lot about. He's like, I want to care. Listen, I've got to talk about. I care about you. I want to see you win something and all that. I like the fact he does that, and then he's like, you know what? I think that John Kreese same for them. I think added tough. So again, he sees that in her, like he had it, like he has the same thing. He sees what he had in her, and then it's like, yeah, that basically he's tough. And then I think like the things I'm really mad seeing, like the things like you haven't watched it yet. Oh my god, like you'll see the same when you watch it. But there's a few main scenes, there's a few really good scenes in the series. But oh my god, some of them were like what, like just gone below. I know, getting to it, yeah. Obviously, I think she plays. Obviously, that's that most side of it and all that, and it's like, wow, you just see like the human side of it as well. I like that fact. That's Troy Nichols. Okay. Then obviously Owen Morgan as obviously as Bert. Obviously, I think he plays a character who I don't know why he was in there. Maybe he was like trying to get a job or trying some part of his life trying to get back or trying to be happy. I honestly don't know. Or tough or don't know. Obviously, I think he has Bert. Obviously. Okay. Then obviously Hayden, Minx. Obviously Hayden. Obviously, I'll just say Hayden, because obviously Hayden Minx obviously as. Also Mitchell, I think Mitchell's one of the characters in series you'll meet, and I can't remember. I know he's a character, I can't remember his place, but I know he's a character. I know he's a character, I can't remember. Get some bleeding guys. I know we can't get certain bleeding guys. I know the characters, I can't remember what he plays. Oh, I also can't remember. I know he was like one. Obviously, I think it was his Mitchell. Then obviously, then obviously Griffin, San Pereiro, as obviously. You know, as Anthony LaRusso. I think obviously he's obviously actually Anthony LaRusso is actually Daniel LaRusso's son. So yeah, that's Daniel LaRusso's son. Now I didn't know that. I didn't know she's in this film. So I didn't know she's in this film. So I didn't know she's in that. I got some snaps. Okay, then obviously Dallas Howard. That's not enough. Yeah, Dallas. I'll put it as Dallas Howard? No, but she wasn't. No, that's how she's on it. Obviously Dallas, Defoe, not Defoe. Obviously Dallas, Defoe, yeah, obviously. Okay, that was Dallas, Defoe, Young as obviously you know. Okay, obviously Dallas. Okay, obviously Dallas. It's not Defoe, but it's like Dallas, Defoe, Young as Kenny Payne. Obviously Kenny Payne, obviously is another character you really meet in the series where basically again a lot like Tori Nichols, she had a tough life, and obviously I'm not going to mention certain things if I do. I can raise something mention that, but basically he has a really tough life. Apart from that one. Okay, so I was going to mention something. I was going to mention something I don't mention because it might sound racist. And I don't want to come across racist because believe me, guys, I am, in my opinion, guys. I don't know. Listen, if I'm saying more, I get done for it, so I'm not saying it. But yeah. Listen, I was going to say something then, but it might come across racist, so I'm not saying it. It's not nice to hear someone say it. So, but obviously, I think Okay, but obviously, I think he does really good. I think he's obviously his character. Obviously, the character for him, he has a really tough life. Obviously, life isn't great, and obviously, I like the fact he got Johnathan. He actually goes better with life as well. So I think. I'm not going to spoil to like the last season got on because I thought that was spoiled because I'm not doing that. But basically, yeah, he's a really good character. I like the way his character works. He's done. I like the way he did that. Obviously, obviously, guys, that's a review of this great, amazing of this brilliant, absolutely great, brilliant TV show like this. I would recommend for anyone who wants to watch it, go to Netflix. Oh, just pour your effort and time watching this. You'll absolutely go, wow, it's amazing. It's just amazing. Anyway, that was just my thing on that. Guys, don't forget as well. Also make sure you subscribe to FVRV TV at youtube.com because listen, if you want to see more great videos, like obviously more great views and great views like this, and also I'm going to start doing like word rank, like my best, like top 10 or top 20 or not top 40, maybe like top 10, top 20, or it's not even top 40, I don't know, top 40 like films I've seen or TV shows I've seen. So it's just an idea, guys. Just let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know what your thoughts as well. Do you think you should do it, not do it? And just ideas, and I'm just trying to get numbers in and all that. Not numbers, obviously I'm trying to do more stuff so people watch this channel a bit more, and then obviously people want to watch this more and all that. Yeah. Obviously, you know what? I would really, you know what? You know what? I would really. You know what? I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to FVRV TV at youtube.com because it massively helps channel improve, get better, so we can keep channel going as well. So we can keep the channels going as well as that. And again, I really appreciate the support as well. And obviously, for those who don't know, we've just hit 2 subscribers. So thank you. Because again, I really appreciate it as well. Obviously, if anyone's got one, this channel for me, a lot like my other channel, EFTV, the both of them I love to do. I think I love them both to do, but again, this is what I don't do all the time. I'm more or less doing it for most time days because it's on my days off, some of that. But yeah, again, I really appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, also don't forget as well. Also, if you subscribe, and also if you subscribe, not subscribed, if anyone wants to subscribe, don't forget to press the notifications bell or button on the side so you can't miss. Just don't forget to it as well. So yeah. You know what? And I'd really, you know what? And I'd really appreciate it if you would share it on Facebook, share it on I'll share it on any of your other socials as well. I'll share it on any of your other socials. I think yeah, and also don't forget to share it on any of your other socials as well. So stuff like that. Obviously, don't forget to give a like, leave comments. If you've seen the series, you think it goes it bad. If you haven't seen the series, are you gonna re-watch it or not watch it? Or obviously just are you watching? Not gonna watch it, or is it not for you, or anything else? Yeah. Just let me your thoughts, comments below about the video, about the series itself. Think it's good, bad, or anything like that. So yeah.